Okay, we should be live. Let me make sure everything is working. We're good on there. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, is this your first? Yeah, is this anybody's first time? Looks like it's yours. Okay, we're good on there. Give me one moment. Forgot my headphones. I want some background music for me. Be right back. Okay, that's better. First one, only one here. That's what we're looking like. Audio sounds good, music sounds good, picture looks good, looks great to me. All right. Anthony, I think this is probably your first time since the new updates. All the new things in the gym, or not the gym, the stream. It's very busy looking, very stimulating. Keep all our attention spans. All right. Warm-up movements. I do have some videos I gotta check from my coach on these. I think he sent me videos. I don't know if that's for these or not. I don't think we're tracking. Are we? Let's turn on the motion tracker. Not what I want. Here we go. I got a lot of positive feedback from the last stream on the overall layout. And I try to keep up with there we go. Does that work? Perfect. All set. These do not slip on well. For being deadlift slippers, they lack in the slip department. All right. Hip primers. Okay. Nothing new to start. You know, that's kind of what it's mimicking, is the Subway Surfer. Just strongman stuff. Well, I say strongman. I have powerlifting on there too. And within reason, I'll put other types of things up there. People submit it. Maybe some living easy mixed in with the living hard. There's a bit of a clock to race against that I don't think I'm gonna do great at hitting. Oh, 2 rotations of those. I could put another thing. You're not wrong. I could just keep fitting more on there. I do plan to get on the other screen. This will switch over to a different scene once the main movement starts. And I want to add a couple things onto there. Predominantly being the list of the workout that day for the exercises. I haven't figured out a quick way to switch like an indicator to show which exercise I would be on. Oh, we got a load of hip stuff. I got 3 different things. Okay. What's the first thing? The lizard lunge. Foot outside the hip. Find some space, deep. Oh man. Oh, we're getting, oh, too many things at once. Oh, lizard lunge and hammy rocks. Okay, he wants me to do, okay, and then what? Okay. Okay. I gotta go back to the beginning. What is the beginning of this? Jeez, Andrew, this is a lot for one thing. So he calls this a lizard lunge. And then I walk back into this hamstring stretch. Go back. And then I think I pull this. Oh, wait. I'm here. crossover. Oh, this is not. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, tight. Woo, woo. Oh, gonna give that a second. I didn't like that. Ooh, went a little. That's my tight hip too. Okay. We'll play around with that. I was joking on the one where you do the cross. That one didn't really seem like that big of a deal, but that ended up being what kicked my butt there. Oh gosh. Hey Scott, enjoy some yoga with me. Okay, let's try that one more time. Oh, okay. I better understand what he's saying. Those are two completely different things. He just lumped them into one video. I'm gonna watch that again. Okay, he does say second movement, so that's on me. Okay, I'll do the other side. And then back forward. Oh, let's try that other one again. The one that kicked my butt. That's a lizard lunge to a crossover. So I'm in this front position. I guess this is called the lizard lunge. And then I pull this leg back, crossing over the other leg. And then what do I do from here? Oh, I just go to like a downward, almost like child's pose. Let me be gentle on these. I don't need to be killing myself on that. Okay. So lizard lunge here. Feel that deep stretch. Walk it over. Ooh, it does not. Oh, okay. I think I feel that one I'm supposed to now. Ah. Okay, that's better. It's probably a little short. Whew. Okay, then rolling pretzels. Let's see what that is. Is that a rolling quote? There's two videos here, trying to see which is which. This is the last one, so it's got to be the... Oh, okay, yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna cross a leg. And then the side with my other. else do you say? Oh. Okay, I think I got it. I don't know what the intention here is. I think it's to get both legs down. It's called a rolling pretzel. Okay, so I cross this leg over, I pull this leg back, I grab that with my hand, pull this arm out. Ah. This one's worse. Not feeling, just the range. It's almost like you can massage your quad with the roll. Oh. Oh. Okay. Do the other side again. Cross, grab the foot, and then roll. And he really went down with it. Oh. Ooh. It's easy to let that leg not stay down. He said something about where your femur, like how you can feel that in its socket. I don't really know if I feel or know which leg he's talking about for that. Okay, to the other side again. We cross, grab your foot, extend, and just kind of rock. I think. Try not to overdo it. I tend to jump into these pretty hard. I should take them pretty light. Okay, so that's good. All right, one more. I think one more. What's the last one here? Last one has a band. Let's see what the band is. He has a pretty extreme band. Just take a little break. Okay. He took a band. All right. All right. Turn upright. Okay. I think that's good. I don't know if it's an impingement feeling on that right hip or if it's just feels good. I feel something. I don't know if that's inherently good. Oh, okay. Let me do the other one first again. So let me watch that. He goes down. I don't know if these were different movements or the same thing, but one with an assist. So he went down. Okay. Okay. Pressing on my knees. That's about all I can do. Okay. That's enough for today on that. That was a lot. Okay. Whew. Okay, it's 4 different mobility things that you haven't done 4 of those. It's a lot. Oh, it should be the knees over toes guy after that much work. Okay. On to deadlifts. I wasn't too far off on the clock. I'm working on figuring that out. I'm happy with that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and switch the stream over to gym live stream. Here we go. Check the audio one more time. We should be good. Perfect. Awesome. Warm up to 435 pounds at your own pace. All sets the same. 1 pause deadlift above the knee for 3 seconds. 3 standard deadlifts. So it's 6 sets of 3. The first rep of each 3 is a pause deadlift above the knee for 3 seconds. The next 2 reps in the same set are 3 standard deadlifts. And then resting 2 to 3 minutes between each set. I'm gonna try to do better about that rest time. It's been some feedback I got. The beauty of the live stream, also part of the curse, he gets complete access to my lift. I do send him videos. I do take videos or cut clips and send him, but if you would like, he can get just about all of it by pulling it from the stream. Just kind of scrubbing through and you can generally guess where I'm at. However, you can also then see when I take what was intended to be a 3-minute rest period, and I take a 20-minute, 30-minute rest period. That's predominantly me feeling pretty banged up at times. Temperature check. We started tonight at 39 degrees in the gym. It is pretty darn cold out today, and now that the sun is down, I bet it is even worse. Let's see what we're at. Columbus. We're at 12 degrees outside with a winter weather advisory. Not just for the snow and ice or freeze, but just the cold itself. Not good to be outside. Now, anything on the internet related to weather, of course, it's always much worse somewhere else. But what are we to now? I've had the heater going for an hour. And once I get in the gym moving, it heats up a fair bit too. We're at 47 degrees, so 8 degrees in about an hour or so, a little bit over probably. Running a small space heater on high fan and temperature for that full time. All right. Feels good. $315, let's go to 405. Normal warm up. We do warm ups around here, but I would argue even my warm ups are not very typical. At Deadlift Monday, that's pretty much what my Mondays are. Deadlift. This hasn't always been the case. I don't know when we got on that habit. I kind of like it though. I'm rested from a good weekend and opportunity to eat. I'm gonna attack these hard. This is probably one of the lifts I'm working the most at building up. Getting a little bit more competitive with my number. I'm gonna shoot for one normal regrip and then do a pause above the knee. Haven't done mixed grip on a deadlift in a while. Not at over 400. I should probably do that a little bit more often. If I'm being honest, I can't remember the events for Lift Hard, Live Easy. It's some kind of max deadlift. I have it right here. Let me look at it. What was it again? Oh, max month. I remember that now. Yeah, it's a. I have no idea. That's, 6-ish months out. I mean, I would assume. Is it? It's not lifted. It's standard height. Yeah. Let me check. Is it normal height? Yeah, it looks like normal height. 500 would be cool. I'd be happy with 500 probably. That's my all-time PR with a suit. So doing that without a suit would be cool. Yeah, mammoth bar. I don't find them to be terribly different. I've pulled on it before. You just got to pull a little slower. Let's see, 30 pounds. It helps get in that, I think, initial position a little bit more for a good deadlift. But you gotta be ready to pull that slack out. If you're used to a grip and rip, old school Larry Wheel style deadlift, it would be not a good bar for you. $500 would be fun. Who knows? Maybe a lot more. Okay. As a reminder to myself, because any of these deadlift sets are not just walk up to bar and pull. I gotta really lock in the movement pattern. It's 1 to above knee, hold for about 3 seconds, 2 standards, and that's the set. And then a 2 to 3 minute rest between. And then I'm gonna move you all a little bit. Pull you on over to this. And then I get this camera to pause. Am I not? It's not going to. There we go. There we go. That's good. I like that framing. And then trying to get more of my back angle in these. I know my coach would like more of that. I just don't have a lot of space to really obtain that angle. There we go. That's pretty good, or as good as it's going to get. Yeah, I don't think it's crazy different. I think the Discord obsession with figuring out that deadlift is a little overhyped. It's not needed. If you got a gym around you that has one, like go pull on it. Go get, you know, a day or two on it. But I would own one because I mean, look at this place. Like, yeah, I would own one, but it's not needed to know how to do it. Yeah, mid fives would be really cool. I'd love that. Let's start with 5. Okay. All right. Heavy. It's pretty heavy. Those look good though. Watching the playback. I don't know if I'm too upright. I feel a little wonky today in my positioning. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep better time today. Be honest, it's low enough rest period. Once I'm done lifting it, I probably need to start setting up to lift it again. I kind of like the ritual of putting all this stuff on each time because I could just leave it all positioned. Okay, let's go again. Really heavy today. Let's keep at it. 56. All right. Get this position. I can tell I'm not in the right position because each first pull is harder than the next two, which to me is a good indicator I'm not in that position, advantageous deadlift position. Might need to stretch my ankles a little bit actually. After this one, we're halfway. Woo! Okay. Watch out, I'm back. Ooh. It feels like 3 seconds in my head. Those don't look like 3 seconds on that hold above knee. Okay, drive knees out. I need to remember knees out. Wedge is the cue. Gotta be wedging. Three down, 3 to go. Just taking our breath. We'll get suited back up. Ready to go again. Okay, let's get suited back up. I mean, maybe. I think I'm just not in position. If I had to guess, I need to take a moment to stretch my ankle because when I don't have enough mobility in my right ankle, I tend to be not as able to drive my shins forward in that initial setup. And not that I need a ton of that in deadlift. That hair of resistance tends to sit me back a little more. So I overcompensate by dipping my chest forward, which to any individual person, there's such small differences. I mean, that's why I'm still able to move it. It's not like it's blowing up my lift or tearing it down. It's just not what I'm used to. So that's why it just feels a little off. That's my guess. I think it's more physio than psycho. Now, after the first one felt heavy, I could just be psyched out and telling myself it feels heavy. It's also just a heavy weight. Sometimes it's not deep, it's just heavy. Different kind of heavy. Not a heavy thought, heavy weight. Come on. Easy 3. Tad better. I'm not in love with that double rock I'm doing to get into position. The like set down that kind of annoys me. It's not a bad thing, I don't think. It's whatever. But it just annoys me that I'm doing it. It is helping reinforce that starting position though. So I'll keep it. Let me stretch that ankle. Now the psych piece here could be, this isn't really doing anything for my ankle, or my physio didn't really need anything. But I'm like, oh, a thing I normally do, I forgot to do it and now I'm doing it. It'll help. So. Why not? Two more sets. Yeah. I need to really commit to hook grip to be able to like make it not a choice for like a training regimen to get my thumb used to it. Just not a fan. I mean, no, it works for people, but I don't think anybody loves that pain. It's just the side effect of it. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, the double bounce. Feel a little fatigue in my low back, not bad. Just need to really push the brace on this one. I think some people will like lock their belt down tighter. I'm opposed to doing that. I don't really think that does a whole lot for you. I need to make sure I stack my ribs though. I'm not overextending. I have a tendency to do that of like hyperextending that hip. For your, yeah, that arch. 2 more sets, come on. Just locked in. There we go. Feels good. Rotate. Brace and stack. I would do it for speed, like on like a deadlift ladder, because you're going pull, and again, like you're going up that chain. So instead of having to strap in every time, being able to hook grip. And the other thing too, if you think about like those rip and go pulls, I think you're increasing that risk of bicep injury. Now, doesn't mean you will get hurt that way, but you know, we get hurt when we do things snappy and quick that we don't normally do snappy and quick. And in contest prep, you might have a handful, you know, maybe 12 sessions where you really practice under that, even close to that load, at that speed. There's no way for your tendons to adapt, in my opinion. Plenty of people do that kind of stuff and have no injury, but you're gonna be doing mixed grip at that pull speed. So what I tend to default to, I haven't had a lot of comps with ladders, is I just strap up. I play smart. Because deadlift is so much weaker for me is in relative comparison of lifts, I'm likely more so playing damage control in that event rather than going to win it. And so unless a bunch of the people are winning on time, I should be able to make up it on reps, and that's fine. And sometimes they're rep out at the end. I would say a lot of the time I see them rep out at the end. Some are truly like just for time. You get that last one, clock stops. I feel like I don't see that as much as to get to the last bar, then you rep it out. So you just want more time then, which you don't need to have. Helps. You don't need it though. So do a hook grip with decreased risk of injury. That's the main idea. Okay, last one. I kept thinking I was gonna bite my tongue. It like was getting in the way of my teeth. Yeah, I've done that. I haven't seen, I mean, I have, of course. I've seen more bicep injuries on the moderate to easy weight that you're ripping at than on like that maximal load. So I'd say most of the injuries I hear, no one's like, man, I was really grinding that out and it just snapped. It's like, it was just any other day. And then boop, which under that same train of thought, if it's is likely to happen in any instance without any significance, why overthink it that much? If it's gonna happen, it's just gonna happen. How much control do you really have? And I try to adopt that mentality. That is where the psych thing comes into play. But what helps me adopt that mentality is that I have calculated what my plan is about that type of thing to the best of my ability. So when I need to commit to a lift, I'm able to push that component out and focus on execution. I'm not like at that start line or right before a lift overly worried about injury. I'm able to commit to, this is my plan of execution, here's how I trained, I'm just now going to go do and execute rather than be worried about injury. So I talk about it a lot right now, but that's part of my process into where I'm able to not be so hung up on it in a way that I think is actually negative or detrimental in some kind of way. Now I'm sure there's some things I could do a little bit better about that, calming down a little bit, but it's like tell a bull rider, don't be afraid of the bull, right? Tell a strong man, don't be afraid of popping the bicep. It's frequent enough to where it has some realistic basis to it. And to just say, don't do that, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, RDLs. My least, well, I won't say my least, one of my least favorite movements is RDLs. Actually, this is a streamer thing I'm gonna try. Yeah, exactly. Kind of that idea. Am I able to do this quickly on the fly? I think I can just pop this on here. No, I don't have it on here. Dang. Never mind. On OBS, my streaming software, you can like throw in media, so video. I just don't have the video I'm wanting to reference downloaded to my computer. It's just in the cloud. I'm trying to get more of that stuff downloaded in. Just haven't done it yet. Being able to throw stuff up quickly like that would be kind of cool. Not that I really need to do that right now, but I am practicing with different streaming skills and resources. Okay. All right. I'll show it again. You could kind of see it. I have a new sign. I think I showed it off to people the past few streams, but I got it hung. Pretty jank way to hang it, but it is hung and working. I need a dimmer plug for it. I like to dim it. It's so bright it blows out on camera, and actually it's not comfortable to look at with your eye. 155. $135, 155. So to kind of talk about that, like preoccupation with injury would be how I would put it. Like before that last rep, like my low back just kind of felt not great. And so I've been injured before with similar experiences in the past, and it was very unpleasant. I wouldn't say it was like catastrophic or anything, but it did take a month to recover from. And then I've had another low back injury where it took months to recover from fully. And so what I did there, like today, was I know the things that help not only rehab those injuries, but prehab or prevent. And so I took an extra minute there and not only mentally rehearsed those, but I, physically did them. Like I walked them through and performed them. Now, ultimately, that's probably where some of the paranoia comes in, but that ensured the confidence where when I stepped up to the bar, I could just pull. I was pulling smart, but I wasn't like, oh, I need to make sure I'm bracing this or that. I was just focused on what I do every time when I pull. Now, I could do all that and still get hurt, but I can go into that lift confident. I've done as much as I can reasonably do for me at this point in time. I'm very focused on longevity in the sport, and so that also could be part of this. Like the goals I have, though, of course, I'd love to get there sooner than later, but I'm fully content with it taking multiple years to get to these goals. And so to do that, any one session and just pounding away at my body isn't necessary or really that helpful. Like I know what I want to do, and I'm just going to keep replicating what gets me a step closer. On the other end of that too, I want to have fun, and picking up heavy weight and pushing yourself is fun. So like if I was being really smart, that last one, I would have probably just said, no, I'm going to cut it at 5. I'm probably going to get just as much out of 5 as 6 in the grand scheme of it. So what's it matter? Drop bar to 155, 3-second controlled descents. Gosh, I hate these. RDLs. How am I supersetted with? One arm dumbbell rows at 80. Okay. Ah! You know, what I can do, I bet I can do this. Look at that. That's quick-ish. Not quick because it's the first time I've done it, but let's see how that looks. Yeah. Huh. That's doable. That gives me some ideas. I don't need to make a whole pre-format. I can do that pretty quick in the moment. I'm gonna put on the soft belt for these. Just a little extra reinforcement on that internal pressure. Oh, you lost me. There we go. Now I'm like the guy at the warehouse with my belt. That's okay. Gosh. I'm gonna take a chair. Just chair moment. Whew. Not wearing that too tight, but just any pressure. Watching a reel from Brian Koppelman. I love Brian. He's a sweet guy. Oh my goodness. Talk about down to earth, kind man. I love interacting with him on Instagram. Sweet guy. I'm gonna take a moment to see his post. He's asking for a take, like an opinion from people at large in the gym community. His ask was, condense the story, at a gym, commercial gym, there's benches. I assume he means like bench presses, like stations. Someone's using one, they have the barbell with weight on it, and they proceed to curl that weight and then sit on the bench like I was just doing, like a bump on a log, for an extended period of time, and then curling again for their sets. What would you do in that situation? My response to that is unless I needed that bench, I wouldn't say a thing. I would let them do their thing. Now, if I needed that bench, I would ask if I could work in. And if they said no, I would move on with my day and return to an open bench when available, whether that be that person's or somebody else's. Caveats to that, then I also said, I try not to police other people's behavior, generally speaking. It's kind of just a personal standpoint on that. Unless it's directly negatively impacting another person in a substantial way, there's some subjective nature to that caveat to that statement. And at that instance, mostly only stepping in and offering assistance to the affected person if they seem unable to handle that situation. Try not to stand up for somebody who is more than capable of doing it for themselves. And of course, it's all judgment calls. If they seem unable to do it and it's or egregious enough, then I wouldn't necessarily ask. I might just step in. Those are both things I've done before. Gym-wise, very irregularly, if ever. Probably could think of an example if I thought about it for a while, but I've worked out now in a home gym long enough to where it's a very distant thing of the past. I don't travel as much as Brian. He seems to get into commercial gyms semi-regularly, but it's unfortunate to hear. Bad gym behavior. It happens. But on the other end of it too, like, why not use something for the way you want it to, unless someone else needs it? I could, I don't agree with it, but inherently it's not amazing behavior, but is it the worst thing ever? I don't know. I could see where somebody's mind allows that. I can take that perspective. I don't agree with it, but I can see where someone's mind gets there. But busy, other people are standing around, the social cues indicate need, there's not another one available. I would think most people could key in on that. Hey, Brandon. We're on to RDLs and rows. I'm trying out, over here I think, the way to tell people what I'm doing. I'm gonna play with that a little bit. You all have been busy with basketball lately. I feel like on your stories I've seen 5 or 6 different things with basketball past this weekend. Ripping a callus on these. It's a good rip. It's not like one of those pulling the skin under it with it too. I feel like Darko with my belt on my accessories. Woo. Ball is life. I don't follow anything of sport, so it was the bar already out. I'm not resetting up another bar. Oh, I mean, I almost said I don't have a ton of bars to have to justify switching out. I say as distracting me. I say as I have this many bars and more over there. Barbells. I don't have a ton of barbells. I have a lot of bars. Okay. Woo! What a bad boy. Overhead press with a deadlift bar. Forbidden. That's why I like an axle bar. It's for everything. I guess a power bar's for everything too. I mean, Romanian deadlifts, it's still deadlifts. I'm not using a deadlift bar outside of its scope. Still deadlifts. Okay, next we got farmers holds. Let me, I guess, is there a time amount? I have enough room to do this. Let's see. Three by okay. Let's see what that looks like. No, I need to not do it that way. I'm playing out with new stream tools. Okay, I'll space them. Try it that way. Cool. I like that. All right. Make some room. See, I think if I had more room, and it wasn't, I'm gonna call it infinite, but an absolute ton of room. With a lot of room, I'd have essentially stations, like people have machines set up like a station. I do that with like strongman stuff. But I doubt I'll get that much space. So I think what would end up happening is I end up just having crap left out all over the place. Oh, follow me. Kurt yesterday said the camera is like a dog, like his dog, where it does a pretty good job following him, but occasionally gets a little lost. And you just gotta step in and give him a hand on getting caught up with you. This stuff is really... All right, catch me. There we go. I miss when the pain of weight setup was, oh, I gotta put away the Mars bar because I'm doing bench next or whatever. Now it's this whole apparatus from one lift to another. You know, I'm so far behind on those. I have like, and I can't even say what most of them are. I have like 5 different creative projects going right now that I really need to, none of them are anywhere near done. I just need to get some of them caught up in amount of progress is where I'm at. So, am I sleeping in the home gym is very low on the list because it takes coordination with her. And though we don't have children, we fill that time with busy, expensive hobbies. So, getting her and me in here at the same time to film an Instagram video is low on the favor list. I'm asking of her. But I want to do them again too. And not that she doesn't want to do them. I'm not going to put that on her. She totally wants to do them too. It's just we're both going to want to do them at the same time. I think filming one live would be fun. You all could see the behind the scenes. I like doing most of the stuff I do in here live. If it wasn't for an internet problem, I can show you all now actually. If it wasn't for an internet problem, I would have showed all of this live yesterday. That sign I talked about, I will show that off. I'll have to turn off the gym light. But I still think even then it's not gonna show right on here. Alexa, turn off the gym. That might appear. Is that blown out? It's pretty well blown out. Alexa, turn on the gym. Alexa, turn off Ghost. But I got this hung up. Oh, you can kind of see that. Oh, my head's in the way. Yeah. It's a gas station sign, a ghost sign off Facebook Marketplace. Very cool. Alexa, turn on Ghost. Yeah. Anyway, back to the workout. Let me zoom me back out. Okay. Anyway, on the streaming equipment, I got a lot of other gym equipment I want to do before I get to the streaming stuff. The streaming stuff is really interesting to me right now, but I have so much gym stuff for her to have an opinion on. Like that sign I just showed you all? I want to know what she thinks of that. I've done less functional things in here. $150 is what I got to. I think he wanted me to add some weight today to this though. Oh. Okay. 50 pounds per handle plus 90 pounds, 140 per hand. I'll do per hand on the marker. I think I need to get that up to 170 is what he wanted. Dip you down. $150, $140, $140. £30 per side. My math is doing terrible right now. I need 30 more pounds per side. That's 15 pounds per end. Don't have great weight plates for that. I just don't have a ton of 10s and stuff. 10, 20. I know it's in 5s. I just don't have that many 5s. $40, $50, $60. $70. Offset these. I don't think that's actually going to do anything because it's not a frame, so that offset doesn't mean anything. At least it's semi-consistent. Okay. I got a text from Nicole. I gotta go help out with something. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm leaving the mic here. I'll be right back. Need help with the dogs. Okay. There we go. $170. We're on 170. I'm gonna have to chalk up. Man, I'm just not. Okay. I thought that would go wide. It does not. I need a timer for 30 seconds. Woo! Woke me up. I don't know why I'm stalling. This is gonna hurt. That's what it is. Only 3 sets. It's only 3 sets. Okay. Come on. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's a bad pick. Ah, God. They are pinched. Okay, come on. Let me get a better position. Let's try that. I didn't do any marching. I was supposed to march. Nope. Not really a weight issue today. Just, well, it's always a weight issue, but man, it's just, oh, even opening them. I don't think it's gonna show well on camera just because they're whited out, but you can see that callus is raised off my hand. Just that pinch is so, how do I show this? It's just so uncomfortable. Less so in this hand. We all know that feeling. It just sucks. You give me a rest period. You did. Okay, let's go again. I was just making a comment in my training app. The reason I'm not adding marching today. Excuses. Whatever. I'd rather get the weight training today than the pressure training. And I think that bounce of the marching puts me at a little bit more risk of ripping today. All right. I think that's a better way to hold it. Let's see. 3, 2. Just try not to pinch. Come on! I got it. Woo! Dang. One more of those is gonna be really hard to do. I can do one more. It doesn't feel like anything's gonna rip, which is good. It's just, I'm getting it into a position to where it's just able to hold on, which is good. I'd rather have that difficulty. I don't want to play around with any hand tears. Okay. Last set. And then real basic accessories. Come on. All right. If you're losing grip, just more chalk, right? That's the issue. Not my strength. That's how much chalk's on my hands. Just not in the mood to have chalk on my hands. I'm gonna go wash this off after this set. I don't need chalk for the rest of the stuff. Okay. Alrighty, come on. Five, four, three. Oh, I'm not making it 30. $15 at best. You know, I probably could have done 150 again. I think the last time I talked to him, though, he did want me going up. All right, give me a moment while I wash this up off. I'm not wanting to deal with this chalk on my hands. Oh, I can't get this off. Come on. Ugh. That's better. Those. Let's see, rep scheme on that. I don't need to do these that much detail. There we go. That's good. Okay. It's a pain in the butt to put away. Done with that though. Woo! Pony. Up a little weight. Go to 100. Next one I think is for 15 reps. I need to superset that with Superman's. Actually might feel really good on my back right now. That's for 30. Rolling out my back a little bit. Oh, we got 40 of those, geez. I think I'm gonna 15 of these. 15. $100 for 15. Ah, 15. What's next? 12? Yeah, 12. I'll do 100 again. I'll do 110 on the final 10. So Superman's, roughly 30 seconds. You know what, let me get the clock. we go. Oh, just give me a sec. Roll. Just let that low back relax. Ah. Ah. It's not a bad feeling, just okay. So 12? Yeah, 12. Okay, 12 more. Woo! One more set of those. And our 10 pounds for the last one. Woo. One more of those, one more row, and then pull-ups and hip airplanes, real easy stuff. Oh, just give me a second. Oh, just want to hunch that back stretched out before that last set. All right, one more row. Ten. Woo, there we go. Okay. More Supermans. Getting close to done. Rushing to beat before 9. That's the goal here. Okay, let's go. Okay, pull-ups. The slowest pull-up you can muster. Slow down, or slow up, slow down, test yourself. Supersetted with hip airplanes. I'll need to rewatch the video on that, but I think I remember what they are. That should be it. As much as I can get. Oh. Okay, 3. Ooh, that's too slow. My hands are gonna give out. They're going that slow. Oh, that's the best I can do on that. That's hard. I think I'm a little taxed, but I'm not very good at that. I'm good at exploding on those. Not great at just fixing the, it's off balance somehow. I also wish the camera had a gyro to balance itself. That's better. Oh, it's only 3. It's hard to have that trick for balance. I'm picking. Whew. Oh, we're almost done. I keep saying that to myself because I'm trying to push myself through to get to the finish line. Whew. Oh, that was too fast. Okay. Oh, great. Doing okay. Watch the playback on those. That time I tried keeping my head fixed. I actually don't know what it's supposed to be. Let's see what this guy does. Does he twist his head or does he keep his head fixed? Oh, he twists his head. But he goes so less. He also only goes out. He doesn't cross in. Oh, I don't need to be twisting in. Oh well. Here comes the point in the workout where I stop reading as much as I should. Ended up adding or missing stuff that I should be doing or not doing. Oh, I don't know why I would. Like for you to be able to chat? Or just for you to see the chat? We're on the very last thing. Just in time to join us for one more set. Ah, here we go. There we go. Oh, well, I'm glad I put something on the stream for you to be able to see and know if the issue is on your end or not. Huh, I don't know. Thank you for putting on notifications. Appreciate it. Today was easier to set up the stream. I felt the most streamlined I ever have in doing it. This box because it's not correct now. But I don't know if you've been here since the other stuff. Here's like my warm-up screen now. Like when I'm doing my initial warm-up stuff, stretching and muscle activation. The clock, there's a couple tweaks I need to make on that. Can I do that right now actually? While I chit chat? Here we go. I think I have to go to tools to fix that. Scripts. Okay. I don't know how to test that, but switch that. That should be a little bit better now. Yeah, the window's cool. So, kind of based off some of your input, the bottom thing to promote some engagement, people can like send stuff. And then I can throw that here, over here, different stage from my perspective. So that's cool. What else I want to do? I want to add a little bit of a window on the live. So like when I go live, I want to add a window, probably drop chat down a little bit and then extend the purple down. And then like how I had the workout name here, I can edit that actually quite easily. I didn't realize I could do tool edits like that as easily as I could. The plan being then, I don't know, I might write the whole workout, just the names. Sometimes it makes sense to add more details than others. That'll probably be an ever evolving thing that I'm not too committed to, but I do have the space to be able to throw in something. I just need to know the pixel sizes of what I did for the chat over there. I guess it actually doesn't matter because I can just throw some of it off screen. I just need a purple rectangle. Anyway, that'll be cool. I think that will add some more dynamic layering to this. The other idea I had was most people are probably viewing, not a lot of people view stuff on their phone or TV. Some people do. I thought about throwing a QR code to the Instagram up somewhere. I also thought about like a QR code for people to add music to a playlist. And I thought that would be fun. That doesn't pick the music on the stream, but it does pick the music I'm listening to. And that's a fun thing to interact with, like song recommendations or whatnot. I don't know, there's a bunch of little things of engagement that I have ideas for. Nothing I'm overly committed to, but yeah, I think most people would just watch stream, because like the idea then being if there's a QR code, if you're watching your TV or computer, then you could scan it with your phone and easily get access or whatnot and interact that way. I know, it just depends. I know, it just sucks there's not the, like they can pick what's playing. Because my hang up is I want the archive. I like there being an archive where the volume is present. And from what I've read and my understanding, with enough copyrighted material, because technically everything I'm playing right now is all getting flagged as copyrighted, but it's copyrighted without problem, which I think means that it detects it's somebody else's content. However, when it checks permissions, they've granted permission for it to be used. Maybe, again, I don't exactly know. All I know is the videos are staying up as a VOD and the audio is not getting muted, because I don't want muting to happen. Like, it'd probably still save the video. I have heard that it could even pull the stream down. Oh, I just lost my headphone. It would pull the stream down in the middle of it. Which I don't know the truth behind that or not, but I could see that happening. But even if it just muted at the end, I wouldn't like that either. It's kind of the thing. It's like, let me use your content and I'm not making any money on this. You can keep all the money. That's fine. I don't care. I want just better content. You can have all the money. Maybe it works like that. I guess I need to do some Googling, because if they could pick music, that'd be really fun within reason. And most people that I interact with are not. And maybe it goes in my headphones and then I could play it on here or something. I don't know. There's always that concern with chat picking things for you and that immediately getting posted. But I think how I have it is good for a while. There are some minor tweaks. I might do that purple box thing tonight. That way I can do that throughout the week and play with it. But as it is, I think this is pretty solid. It's significantly better. Like if you go back and watch the first VODs, and over time, they've profoundly improved from my perspective and opinion. Like sound quality, interaction, just overall entertainment of the beginning, because the beginning was so nothing. But I will say, like from a streamer's perspective, my own ability, it's fine. I have a lot of dead air time where I'm just in the middle of grinding, but this is just a very different thing than people who are doing other activity and streaming it. So I give myself a little grace with that. It is just me working out. Like that is the ultimate goal. Like I am just working out and the interaction is just a bonus. But I think I'm getting better at feeling time and air. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap up there. It was a good workout. Oh, I need to do my recap of the lift for today. Done training. So it was hard. Let's see. 21,500 pounds moved. We did 13 exercises with 42 sets, 165 reps, 7 blocks, 5 readiness score, 160-minute long workout, and I rated it a 5 intensity. But we'll wrap up there. Everybody have a good night.